So you got your new PCBros cleaning kit, but you want to know what all you can clean with it and how to do that? Watch this video to find out. So we have two different levels of cleaning kits. This right here is what we call the master cleaning kit. This is your top tier kit. It's going to be more expensive, but it's going to come with a really good amount of detailing items that you can use on really almost any electronic, which I'll be showing you in this video. But this is definitely the kit that you're going to want to buy if you're going to be doing a lot of cleaning in the future, not just a one-time thing. And then this right here is our essential cleaning kit, which is a lot cheaper, and it just comes with the basic glass cleaner. It comes with rubbing alcohol pads, 2 microfiber, and a toothbrush, which is really good. It's obviously, all of this is reusable for the most part, so you can still get quite a few cleanings out of it, but it's definitely not going to do every single job out there. So of course, the number one thing you're probably buying this kit for is to clean your PC, but don't worry, we're gonna show you how to clean some peripherals, components, and even things like screens and laptops. Now this PC right here is pretty dusty. It may be hard to see on camera, but hopefully that gives you an idea on how dusty it is. And my favorite part of really the whole entire cleaning kits is going to be what's in the spray bottle here. So inside of this spray bottle is a house-made PCBros cleaner. Now, this is mainly designed for glass and acrylic, but my favorite part about it is that it's ammonia-free, so that means it's safe on pretty much any screen, and it's very safe for paint and really any material. This is actually, whenever you guys see Matt and I cleaning a PC in any of the build videos where we bought an old PC, we're pretty much always using this house-made cleaner. And like I said, it's awesome just because you don't really have to think twice about using it, unlike some other cleaners where you almost feel like you need to look it up. This has a really nice spray pattern too, might I add. And so basically what I like to do is take 1 microfiber. This is the reason why we include multiple in either kit. And that's gonna kind of be your wet rag. So that one's going to contain your cleaner. And so we can literally just go along these painted surfaces, which is a power supply basement in this case, and really just go along the whole entire case. So this is for either kit, whether you have the essential cleaning kit or the master kit, even things like backplates and graphics cards. As long as you don't have a bunch of exposed components, you can go at it just fine. Like I said, just kind of use the microfiber. It's very soft. You're not gonna have to worry about scratching anything, and you can just go through and kind of wipe everything down. Try not to spray the cleaner directly into the PC or directly onto the monitor if you don't have to. If you have any surfaces that are still covered with streaks, that's where you're gonna take one of your dry microfibers and then go over it again. That's really the main rule of thumb when it comes to cleaning screens especially, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But yeah, you can really get back here and clean all this dust off with the microfiber. You can pretty much do it dry if you want to. Just this stuff helps the dust cling to it so it doesn't go around in the build. Now, if you have the master cleaning kit, you can see here, this front panel is pretty dusty. So we can take this guy here, which this is our electronic blower. This stuff is way better than canned air because this is fully reusable. You can get a ton of life out of one of these. They're Type-C for charging, which you guys know we love. And this one right here, you just hold the button down for 3 seconds. You actually have a little LED as well. And look at that. This thing just absolutely goes. I love this feature of it too. I mean, just look at the cleaning power on that. We have multiple settings for speed as well. And so once again, if you just have the essential kit, you can definitely just hit this with the microfiber with a little bit of cleaner, or you can use your master kit, take your PC outside. Let's go ahead and turn this on. And this does a great job as well, especially if you're outside, because I don't know if you guys can see the amount of dust coming down from this right now, but it is intense how much is coming off of this. Now for cleaning out fans, it's gonna be a little bit of a different procedure, but not too far off. So if you have something like a front panel, go ahead and get that off. As you guys can see, we definitely have some pretty good dust on the surface here and even a little bit on the blades, nothing too serious. Now, if you just have the essential kit, you can use a toothbrush, and as you guys can see, works pretty good to get the surface dust off. Now you likely are gonna need to hit your fans with a microfiber. So I usually like to, once again, use our wet cloth, go ahead and get a little bit on there. And you're gonna kind of just very gently in between the blades, but using some force on the plastic itself, you're gonna go around the whole entire fan, just like so. Now, if you have the master kit, you can honestly skip all this, especially if you just have dust and you don't have like caked on debris, like if you're in a mechanic shop or something. And you really can just use the blower. And you can kind of get the bezel of the fan with the bristles on it. Kind of get these back areas as well. You can get it from both sides here. If you guys can see, we got some pretty serious dust coming out when we're doing this. And the main thing is you just want to try to hold the fan because honestly, yeah, this can definitely get it going. You just don't want the fan to spin faster than it's rated for. That's the reason why whenever you were using the air compressor, you can really get these fans spinning, and you can get them to spin faster than they're even supposed to spin. And if you do that, you do risk damaging a fan bearing. So that's the big thing when using something like the blower inside of the master kit is just, you know, if you can hold the fan, or if you're not gonna hold the fan, just make sure you're not spinning the fan super fast with it. But cleaning the fans, pretty easy. Like I said, my favorite tools are going to be microfiber, toothbrush, and then if you have the blower, just go ahead and pretty much use that. Unless it's not getting everything off, that's where you're gonna need to use a little bit of product. Now, to clean something like a glass or acrylic side panel, this is one where if you'd like to, you can spray directly onto the surface. Not a ton is needed unless the panel's really dirty. We're using our, like I called it earlier, the wet rag here. So this is the one that already has cleaning product on it. And you're just going to really go around the whole entire thing. And it's really normal to have streaks left behind. That's where we're gonna fix that in just a minute. So once you feel like you've gotten everything really well, and you've really gotten all of the product kind of worked in there, that's where you're gonna take a dry microfiber, and you're going to go back over everything. And once you do that, you're going to be left with very nice streak-free glass, assuming there's no scratches or anything already on your glass. And putting the glass back on the PC, so clean the inside first. And now we're going to use the wet rag again, spray some more product on if you need it. And then we're just going to use the dry microfiber. And now we have a very nice and clean surface. And as you guys can see from that reflection, we got some really clean tinted glass. Let's go ahead and go on to the next cleaning project. So next up, we're gonna be cleaning a whole entire laptop, starting with the screen. And this is a really glossy screen. You can tell just by how reflecting it is. So with this one, I'm gonna spray straight onto the microfiber. We don't really need a ton for the screen because we don't really have any residue. It's mainly dust. That's really when you need a lot of cleaners, when you have any type of like adhesive or residue left behind. So we're just gonna very gently go along the laptop. One of the main things you wanna make sure is that your wet microfiber is fairly clean, like you don't have any debris on there, because that's how you can end up scratching things. So now that we used our wet rag, we're gonna go to our dry one. I don't even know if you guys can see, but like I see a little spot here. So that could be a scratch, but we're gonna see if we can get this out with a little, there we go. Yeah, just a little bit more product. So just going over those spots that I could see a little more. Now we're taking our dry rag. Yeah, that is one clean screen right there. We still have a little bit of spots that we could get off with some extra cleaning, but I just want to show you guys that, yeah, pretty insane difference. This screen is pretty much crystal clear now, and this applies for monitors as well. Now for a keyboard on a laptop, or just a keyboard in general, you kind of have a choice here. If you buy the master kit, I would definitely use the, as we call it, the blowimatron with the bristles, because that just works wonderful to actually get stuff out of the keyboard. So just put it on full blast and use the brush to actually agitate the surface. If you just buy the Essentials kit, this actually works really well. Just using a toothbrush, as you can see, works just as good. This isn't a super dirty keyboard, but it does work really well. And once again, you can actually use this cleaner. Go back to your wet rag, just be careful that you spray directly onto it, and try not to like oversaturate the keyboard, but just going on top of the keys. We've been doing this for years, and I mean years, with certain cleaning products, and we've never had any issues. I can already see the surface shining a lot more than it was. Be really careful when you're going back and forth like this that you don't accidentally hook up on a key, because if you accidentally get this microfiber caught in a key, keyboards on laptops are very hard to replace, or even most of the time you cannot get a key back in it. So just be really careful, kind of do this with caution. But you can use this, like I said, on painted surfaces just fine. I would probably use the microfiber first and then hit it with the toothbrush to really try to break some stuff up, and then microfiber again. But yeah, this laptop as a whole is looking really good right now. So next up, we have a pretty nice gaming keyboard. This is an Iconix keyboard. This is actually my keyboard that I run. And you guys can really see the side of these keys, and especially inside of the keyboard, kind of like above the PCB area, is pretty freaking dirty. So like I said, for cleaning a keyboard, you can definitely hit it with this. I'll kind of see what this will do real quick. We'll probably have to actually, oh yeah, we got some crumbs flying out of here. Woo! Yeah, the camera does not do that justice how much stuff was coming out of the keyboard, but generally another thing you can do if you just have the Essential kit, and once again, I've been doing this for years, is you can kind of take the dry toothbrush, in all honesty, because you shouldn't, unless the keyboard's really caked, you should be fine just using it dry, which I will say, working pretty good, but it could be better. So that can be where, you know, putting a little bit of product on the microfiber or even the toothbrush can work pretty good. Sometimes you can kind of get in between the keys with the microfiber like this. Another trick that I'll even do is using the toothbrush, or if you have a smaller object like a flathead, take your microfiber with some cleaning product on it and get in between the keys like this. And you can hit it from, you know, multiple angles like this, getting the top, the bottom, the sides. But if you guys can see here, just the G and H key in between there, it is way cleaner than it was before. Like it pretty much looks brand new in between there. Cleaning a keyboard is a long and tedious process, I will say, but if you use the kit and you're willing to take about 20 minutes to really go at it, it does a great job. You can get in between a lot of the key areas like this. Pretty soft bristle toothbrush on purpose so that we don't end up scratching off any paint on the plastic. Now for something like a gaming mouse, you may be wondering, what do I use to clean that? Well, once again, this cleaner here does have some degreasing properties to it, kind of like a rubbing alcohol, but a very, very low grade, and like I said, ammonia free. So once again, use your wet towel, go ahead and spray some on there. And this does a really good job at getting those oils and fingerprints off, especially if you're, you know, eating some Doritos while you're gaming. But this is actually my mouse here that I use at the office, and I have definitely eaten some Doritos while gaming. So be kind of careful with this, because once again, microfiber, you saw it there, with these sharp edges, it can get caught, and the last thing you want is to rip off one of your you know, clicks or something like that. So kind of, you know, maybe go in one pattern if you need to. But as you guys can see, this surface here is very clean. We've gotten rid of pretty much all the oils on it. The toothbrush comes in handy really well for these little, look, you see all that stuff I just got out of there? Yeah, so a lot of this stuff's really hard to see until you really start to agitate it with the toothbrush. So, you know, you can go in whatever order you're comfortable with. I would almost probably maybe hit it with the toothbrush first to get stuff out, and then take our wet microfiber and just kind of clean the surface off. Really get that mouse, you know, nice and clean. It works great in the bottom too, especially where your skates are, because there's going to be like those little hairs and spots in between the skates. This mouse is actually pretty clean in all honesty, but it definitely doesn't hurt to make sure that we're good to go gaming. The side buttons I know can get really caked up, and that's where that toothbrush can really get in there and get all that stuff out. And then just hit it with the wet microfiber cloth. And then boom, we're looking pretty good there. All right, I know you guys are probably wondering, when do the alcohol swabs come in? Well, I'm gonna show you. So this is actually just one of the use cases, one of the main ones you guys are gonna see us use on the channel and in this office. But right here, we have a CPU that has thermal paste on it, which is really hard to get off. If you've ever tried to clean this stuff off with just like a paper towel, it takes forever and it causes a mess. Rubbing alcohol literally just absorbs this stuff. It really does just eat away at it, like in a really awesome way. So as you guys can see, we can probably just get away with using one cloth in this whole CPU. Now, obviously, normally you're gonna be doing this in the motherboard. This is more of just a test demonstration, but as you guys can see, we have a perfectly clean CPU, and the best part is, this stuff completely dries just by blowing on it. You can use your blowimatron if you want to actually get all the rest of the alcohol off, or you can just leave it because it will evaporate. And these actually work really good, believe it or not, for cleaning things like adhesives as well. You just gotta be really careful using these on paint, because these will over time kind of eat away at paint. Now I will say, if you ever accidentally have paint transfer, like let's say you're carrying your PC, you accidentally hit it against your white trim or something in your house, you can use this to get that white off of there. Just be really careful when using it on painted surfaces, because the last thing we want is to see paint leave your PC. So there you guys go. Whether you pick up the Essential Cleaning Kit or the Master Cleaning Kit, as you can see, both of them are extremely versatile. They can clean way more than you think they can. And that's the best part, is we're not trying to sell you a ton of different chemicals and cleaning products for each part of your PC, because after doing this for 10 plus years, we know that this is really all you need out of these kits here to even run a PC business when it comes to cleaning out PCs, monitors, and other peripherals. So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out PCBros.tech. See you guys later. Peace out.